Well, good morning and welcome back to the program. Remember tonight, AUC's Phi Chi fraternity having their first annual Pints for Pops over at Fat Tony's in Coopakoi. It starts tonight, 5 p.m. For every medium pizza and SXM beverage sold, a donation will be made to the St. Martin Animal Welfare Foundation. Live music, Bobby Jagger will be there all night. Gotta love that. Monetary and dog supply donations are welcome because we love our pups. Pints for pups tonight at Fat Tony's. Good morning, and let's see. Time for us to talk about SXM DOET. Rolika is here. Caroline is here from SXM DOET. Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
Morning, Sock. Good
It's-
morning.
So I'm dying to. Is it hard for you to be on the other side? Because you run. For those of you who don't know, Rolika is the chief in charge of council ministers press briefings. So it's tough for you to be on the other side of the microphone.
No, it's fine. I enjoy it.
Oh,
It's a change of scenery,
It
right?
is, right?
oh, I love it. I love it. And how's everything, Caroline? All is good?
All good. All good. Starting
good.
the week up fresh.
I know. You can't believe it's already the 10th of February.
We're starting the week with you,
Yes.
and it's Valentine's Day. Well,
the-
Friday.
Friday.
Almost.
So
It's
it's
Valentine's Day
week.
week.
It's VD. Friday is VD.
Yeah.
No.
VD. You know what Monday next week is?
No?
Anti-Valentine's Day.
Wow, I thought it was a Saturday.
No, I usually the day after broadcast day after
Okay.
Valentine's Day. I always do the anti-Valentine's Day show because the music. On Friday we have to listen to all the lovey-dovey crap, right? And all the hummingbirds and all the sugar birds and all the sweet lovey-dovey.
And then on Monday, rock music.
Oh, on Monday the music is just much more fun. Like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
I loved her, but I had to kill her. There's so many great songs for Anti-Valentine's Day on Monday. Oh, I'll promise I'll behave. One of the things though that we should think about on VD week is that SXM DOET is happening in May this year, not in March. I want to make sure
Nope.
everybody knows that. However, there are some important deadlines that are coming up, and we want to make sure
Yeah.
everybody knows about them. What do we need to let people know?
So one of them is on the 14th of February. It's not Valentine's Day, but it's the deadline for the registration of the projects. So for SXM DOET, we would like to have as many projects on board for all the NGOs to support with volunteers. And it was actually this last Friday. That was our first deadline. But we decided to extend it to give more opportunities to some NGOs because we also found when we called them and reached out, some need a little bit more time indeed to realize like, hey, it's in May. But we need to register our project now so we can review them and help them and hopefully get the funding to them on time as well because they can get funding.
Oh, well, that's the important part.
Exactly.
In order to get the funding, you have to register.
Yes.
That's correct.
Important.
And also to get it on time because we know, it's happening in May and then before that it's Carnival. And to get things going during Carnival is kind of hard. So we wanted to make sure that everybody gets the
Yes.
funding on time so they can already do the preparation on time as well.
And I think when you think about it, we're now almost in the middle of February, so Regatta is going to be upon us.
Exactly.
Then SXM Music Festival.
Exactly.
Then
Then
Carnival.
Carnival.
And then we're all going to be like ready to like.
No, then we're gonna
No.
go
Then we're
from
go-
parading to progress,
Progress,
and then we're
yes.
going to do SXM DOETs.
Yes.
Well, that's the whole point that we need to plan now
Yes.
while we have
Exactly.
the energy.
Yes.
It's very important. What so how does one, I guess I should ask the 100,000 Gilder question, is how does one register?
Well, it's pretty simple. You visit www.sxmdoet.com and you click on organizations and you register your project. However, in order to do that, you need to create a profile. So for existing organizations, you just log back into your profile and you fill out the information. It's as easy as the Chamber of Commerce number is actually like already filled in for you. So you just go about giving your description. Make sure you have a nice and attractive description. We've also had some preloaded pictures added to the website. So in the event your project falls in line with any of the preloaded pictures that we have on the website, you can use that.
Awesome.
Or you can upload your own picture. Of course, make sure it's something attractive, something that when the volunteers do see it, they're like, oh, wait, I want to check this out. So something to grab their attention. to be able to register the project, you have to ensure whatever that you are going to do can't be done within the 2 days of due. That is like one of the major important things, is that whatever project is executed needs to be completed within the 2 days, 16th and 17th of May.
And that's sometimes people have really grand ideas,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and then you don't realize
How
what
much work?
something takes, right? So
Correct.
pick something that, I don't want to say pick something small. Pick something that has a big impact,
Yeah.
but you can do it in a small
It's
period
still
of time.
manageable for the 2 days. Yeah. And that's a lot of people actually think they're like, oh no, we want to do something grand, something major. And it's like, it doesn't always have to be that big. It doesn't have to be super layered and complex
Mm.
project. Like you said, the impact is what's most
Well,
important.
listen, you
And
can do something small and have a
Yes.
huge impact.
correct. And once you're able to attract the volunteers, because that's the whole purpose of DOOT, is being able to show the importance and get people on board with volunteering.
Mm.
So that is like the main goal of SXM DOOT, is
Yeah.
being able to have your volunteers come out and give their time and network and enjoy themselves with other persons.
Well,
And to get to know your organization. huh?
Correct.
That's
Well,
important.
that's really the key thing when you start to think about it, is when you get out and you volunteer with a group.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you have this whole huge circle of new friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And you see each other like, hey, I remember you from DOOT.
And not only so, what happens then is you form friendships with people that have like interests
Correct.
and similar things that you like, they like, and then all of a sudden you have a real friendship that's
Correct.
based on something significant.
Yeah. Like-minded individuals.
And that's always a good thing.
It is.
That's always a good thing. So one goes out to SXMDOET.com.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Clicks on organizations. If they were already registered an organization from last year, it's super easy.
Correct.
And if they have to create a new organization, it's still not hard.
It's still really not hard. Just remember your username and your password. But for if any reason you may have forgotten it, this is for past organizations. They can always contact us at info.sxmdoet@gmail.com.
Mhm.
I've actually done it about 3 times already for this registration project where I've had to reset someone's password. So it's definitely
Mhm.
possible if for in the event you may have forgotten your username or your password, you just let us know, send us an email, let us know which email address and organization, and we can always assist you. We're always here to make the process as smooth and
Easy
easy as
peasy.
possible.
And
Easy
also, because the NGOs, right, are the ones now to register, but also
Yes.
people, if you think like, hey, there's an NGO I want to support, I want to help them out in organizing them. Some of the NGO are really, also thankful for that because they're busy. So I can also imagine sometimes they're like, oh, but SXM DOET, I cannot do it this year because there's so much already going on. But with some help from some volunteers, they can maybe do already a small project. So that would also be an opportunity.
Absolutely. So let's talk. So after I registered the project, you said the deadline is
Friday,
Friday
the 14th. Yes.
on BD.
Yes.
I tried to slip that in with a straight face. It didn't work.
It did not.
And then how does the funding piece of it work? What happens?
So once you submit your registration of the project, then it asks you, do you need financial assistance? Click here. So then you click that. And then in that part, it's a little bit more detailed. So by then you should at least have an idea of how much you're going to spend and what the materials are. As you know, with DOET, unfortunately, you're not able to buy a chair, but you can buy the materials to build the chair. So if you know you're doing, let's say, building a bench project, you need to know, okay, I need 6 pieces of 2x4. Give a ballpark figure of how much that's going to cost. So that is, I think, the biggest part of the financial application is the breakdown of the materials, your food, your drinks.
The budget.
Yeah.
Correct, your
it's an
budget.
estimation. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
So can I go ahead and register the project and then come back
Yes, you can.
to apply for the funding?
Yes.
But
Okay.
that should be done before
Before
the
the
14th.
14th
as well.
still. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And
So
if you
this-
don't have everything like in detail, just give a rough estimation,
Yeah.
and we will help you review. When we review the project, we'll see like, okay, we don't think that this is feasible, or adjust this. So there are possibilities to still adjust it after your registration.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
get it in. At least get it in with the rough figures. And like Caroline said, we can always help you to figure that out once we notice, like, hey, no, let's see how we can break this down a
Use
little
your
better.
use your best fuzzy math,
Yes.
and we'll help you tweak it
Correct.
as we go along.
Yes.
That's good though.
And we have coaches also afterwards that will help each organization to really finalize the preparation.
Yeah.
So they will call the organization and say like, hey, where are you at? Did you think of this or this or this? And they will also look over the budgets
Yeah.
together with the organization.
And this year we have 19, right? I think
18.
18
Yes.
volunteer coaches with
Yes.
us.
Oh, that's awesome.
That
Yeah.
is definitely awesome.
That's super
So
cool.
they're going to be able to help us manage everything well.
How many projects did we have last year?
69 projects last year.
Wow. And how many do we hope to have this year?
90.
90.
9
Nine
0.
zero.
We're aiming for the 90.
But
yeah.
I don't know if I should. I'm going to say it. It might change, but I checked this morning and I counted 76 thus far.
Wow.
However, this doesn't include us going over, reviewing,
Because there
and
could be
tweaking.
errors in it
Correct.
still, so we don't know the exact number.
Correct.
But I'm still rooting for 20 more.
Exactly.
Let's-
This
let's
week
see.
is we're going to get our 20 this week.
How many square miles is Dutch St. Martin?
Is it
Like
six?
12, something like 12. We're less than we're this tiny little
Isn't
dot.
it like 15? Isn't it
Yeah,
that front side like 21?
Something
and
like
we're
that,
like
yeah.
16 or something. Yeah.
Something like that. Right? But if you think about it, 90 projects
Mhm.
in 15, 16 square miles. That's huge.
Correct. And you know,
Yeah.
we're going to see the most of that usually on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So-
that's also on the Friday.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, different things, like also seniors going to a restaurant outing or a beach day.
Or their spa day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Spa day.
definitely. Get your manis and petties.
No, I was thinking like somebody that would really. I
Like a
have
deep
not-
tissue.
I have the knots just need to. I want you to find your highest, spikiest, pointy heels and just jam it in that knot.
That's
And
a different kind of activity. But
Yeah.
oh my God. Yeah, we're just stress. What can I say?
Yeah.
We digress. So having said that, I would be willing to bet the following. That we are not good planners on St. Martin.
We're
We
getting
don't
better.
we don't like to buy tickets for stuff in advance. We don't sign up for stuff in advance. This is hard.
Yeah.
This is hard for us.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
We're getting better.
Yes, but we still have our
We have some way to go, but we're definitely doing much better.
So sign up.
So thank you to all the organizations that have
Yes,
already signed up. And of
indeed.
course, there,
Bravo.
ding, ding, ding. If we had a bill, we'll say ding, ding, ding. And of course, like Caroline said, we're hopeful we're going to get the next 20 organizations. So we're definitely going to be reaching out to more organizations throughout the week. And of course, assisting them where they may need the assistance.
I think this is just brilliant stuff. Sign up. You have
Yes.
from Friday to
Yes.
sign up.
5
If you
days.
if you don't sign up, well then you
you
can't
miss
get
out.
you miss out.
Yeah.
You can't
Miss
get
out.
And it's a big deal. It's really a big deal. You get to
What-
see everyone in there do merch with their hats, their shirts. Oh, it's going to be great.
So what happens if folks want to do a project and they can fund it on their own? Can they sign up afterward?
Yes.
Okay,
They
so
can.
so you can still if you don't need funding and you want to do a project, you can still sign up after
Yes.
After
After
Friday.
the deadline here.
after Friday.
Mhm.
True.
But if you want funding, it has to be by this Friday.
Yes.
And
Correct.
Who doesn't want funding?
Correct.
Exactly.
We all do.
And just
Yeah.
to let you know, with the funding, if a project has 1 to 5 volunteers, they can apply for up to 500, and anything over 5 volunteers, they can apply for up to $650. So
Correct.
that's a big chunk of change for organizations, for all nonprofits. That little extra income really does assist them with
Well, and
going
this
the
is-
little extra mile.
And this is a smallish 2-day initiative, right?
Yeah.
Or a 1-day initiative. So that's a lot of money. That's
Correct.
significant.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
significant.
It can go a long way.
And how does the payment process happen? Let's say the projects are approved, the
Yeah.
funding is approved.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to discuss it with Oranje Fonds, and then Oranje Fonds will transfer it to Be the Change Foundation, and then Be the Change Foundation will transfer it to the organizations.
Yeah.
So easy enough.
Yeah.
So shout out to Be the Change and Oranje Fonds for
Yes,
that
for
for making this
finance.
possible.
Yes, correct.
Thank you guys. Always good stuff.
Always.
What last minute words of wisdom for all prospective doers?
Well, make sure that you mark the 16th and the 17th of May in your calendar already, so you keep
Already
it
have.
reserved.
Mhm.
for volunteers, and keep an eye on the website. I think in the upcoming month when we review everything, things will go live, and then you can register. And the first on the website, you have the choice of all the projects. So then that would be great to have that there. And if you are in contact with an NGO, if you are part of an NGO, please, please, please reflect on joining SXM DOET. We really want you on board and make this the, impactful year and really do it together.
There you go. It's all important stuff because together we can. SXM DOET. How many
Yes.
years now? Is this 11?
11.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember the first one. I remember the very first one. I had not as much gray hair, but we won't go there. We won't go there. SXM DOET, May 16th and 17th.
That's
You
correct.
must register your project by Friday in order to be eligible for funding. SXM DOET, DOET.com.
Yes.
I got it
Thank
right.
you.
I could be like a member of the team.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
this point,
Yeah.
yeah.
It all just kind of rolls off the tongue. Ladies, thank you. Relika, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much, Doc, for having us.
I know it's a challenging drive over the hill.
It was today, yeah. I was
Little-
in traffic for about a half an hour.
I think we hit the late 8:30 bridge opening, kind of
Yep.
made,
Yeah.
made
Yep.
things a little messy this morning. The pouring rain on top of everything else. And
Definitely.
Caroline, thank you for coming in. And,
Thank you for having us.
my neighbor.
Yes.
And used to be a lot closer neighbor. You moved.
Yeah, but I'm
Teasing.
still in the area
I
though.
know. And always, of course, please remember SXMDoet.com. Please go sign up. Ladies, thank you for coming in.
Thank
We'll see you soon.
you.
Wish you nothing but
Bye.
the best. It is 9:35. We're going to find Jeff Berger from everything stmartin.com. That's coming up in just a little bit. Let me take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.